We here at Cleveland Rocks Past, Present, Future would like to thank you for tuning in to the second live show in our Wednesday Songs and Stages series. Over the past months, we have been dedicated toward keeping the local music scene going with live stream shows from our Tower series, as well as efforts to extend grants and show opportunities to our local performing musicians. These Wednesday Songs and Stages shows feature 10 local artists performing at various venues in the Cleveland area. Our featured artists today are LaToya Kent and Jenna Fournier, and we got a chance to speak with them, as well as the other 8, about their experiences weathering the storm of shutdown.
Hi, my name is LaToya Kent. I am a singer-songwriter. I live in Cleveland, Ohio. I am one of 3 singers in Morning a Black Star. I am also co-owner of Cleveland Tapes, which is a record label out of Cleveland, Ohio. And I love being an artist. It's my life.
My name is Jenna. I'm a Cleveland-based artist, and I play guitar and sing and write in a band called Knights. And I also do some solo stuff under the name Kid Tiger, and I paint. And we're gonna have a little chat about music.
Our team at Cleveland Rocks Past, Present, Future is centered around the Beachland Ballroom and Tavern, but we have partnered with several other local venues, the Grog Shop, the Bop Stop, and the Happy Dog, in order to not only bring our viewers content from different locations, but also to support the local venues and keep them moving forward. But who exactly will you be seeing on these stages? Please allow the musicians of this series to introduce themselves.
I'm Brent Kirby, and I'm a songwriter, musician from Cleveland, Ohio. I play with my own band.
I'm Kyle Kidd. I am a Cleveland native, and I believe that Cleveland rocks.
Hi everybody, my name is Rob Hubbard. I'm the founder, drummer for Hub's Brew. It's my main gig.
Hi, my name is Michelle Gaw. I'm a singer-songwriter from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm in the band Weenie Arden.
My name is Davidion Pearl. I'm a Cleveland area musician, a touring musician, and a freelance travel writer as well.
Hey, I'm Austin Walkenkay, and I play blues around town.
I'm Elizabeth Kelly. I am a singer-songwriter living in Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey everybody, I'm Ray Flanagan. I'm near Beachland. Sorry, now that I've been here, I feel all kinds of emotions.
Wednesday Songs and Stages is part of an effort to fill these empty venues with music once again. While we obviously can't pack them full of people like we used to, we are currently making efforts to open up safe distance attending options that would allow some patrons to view these live performances in person. Stay in touch for details on our Facebook page and at clevelandrocksppf.org. If we can make it possible, we would love to host you. Despite these hardships, our local musicians remain optimistic about the future of local music.
So I think that the separation of just being around people was difficult. Just being able to say, like, I'm gonna go to Now That's Class and have a drink, and all my friends are gonna be there. And I can talk and I can share, you know, this is what I'm doing, or this is what I'm reading, or, you know, you can put on your new shoes or whatever you have going on. And all of that just came back. So I think that spiritually it was positive, because then I wasn't running around as much. I could sit, my meditations got longer, and my self-care improved.
I think a huge part of the draw to the live streams is first off just the connectivity and knowing that that person is there with you and you're all there at the same time, and you do feel that sense of community in a way. And it can be like a cheap substitute, of course, for the community that comes from an actual show. But you still know that these people have like gathered to experience something together. I think part of what makes them appealing for the artists is that you don't hear everyone talking over you, right? I mean, you feel like, in a weird way, you feel like people are listening more, but in another way, it's really, as the artist, it's hard to not see all the faces. But I think what makes a good live stream is when the artist is still engaging with the people that are there in the ways that they can, like looking right into the camera and responding to, you know, if you have an engaged audience that's leaving messages while you're playing, you know, it if they're asking questions, answer those questions, respond to those things, engage with those people. Part of why we're here watching is because we want to feel connected and have that sense of community again, right?
I feel like it is important to say for me, like, it was gonna be like a sad part. Like, I genuinely feel like within the last 6 months, have been like experiencing like an identity crisis. Like, it's really like, and I feel like a lot of people have, you know, like trying to figure out like this is your life.
And so what I started to see was people doing different things, you know, but still kind of community-based. And I found myself missing some of those things, just the regular every week or every month, seeing the people, seeing my friends. That's my social time. I don't go out. You know, I try to, but when you have kids and things and you're working 5 nights a week and days too.
The positive thing that I see with all this is that, and it's like a bittersweet positive, is that we all are going through the same exact thing in whatever varying degrees together. So whatever happens on the other side of this, we all have this now shared experience that we all understand, and however it affected us.
You know, and sometimes I still, you know, I really do miss the live performances. Like if I go back to my streaming room days, we would do a concert and everybody like, wow, how do we get this in? I said, we just have to go like we back in the basement practicing, you know.
It has taught me to be still, something that I was really struggling with before because I was so caught up in trying to keep going. And, you know, when you're a full-time artist, you have to always be ready and on the go.
And in fact, that was one of the things at first that was like terrifying to me, was that idea of accessibility. It's like when you have, you know, when you're in the grog shop or when you're playing at the Peachland or wherever you're playing, there is a limit. There's a limit to how many people can come in the doors. Not that there are many times when I've reached that limit personally, but there is one. When you think about the limitlessness of the internet and the vastness of the internet, it feels a little overwhelming. It felt at first like anybody. You know, my Aunt Betsy, who lives in Massachusetts, can tune in, or, you know, somebody halfway around the world could tune in.
But I think the impact of COVID was, I always felt like I had been running a marathon with my hands for the last 30, 35 years, just constantly playing. I took a break. I didn't touch my guitar unless I was pretty much doing one of those weekend shows on Saturday or Sunday, or here. So I mentioned Dairy Queen twice, so I should probably talk to everybody about it.
One thing that really struck me, and I think it was in April, maybe early May, I had hugged a friend. I was at the drum circle in Edgewater, and I went in for a hug, had my mask on and everything. And then it dawned on me. I said, wow, I've had 4 hugs since this whole thing began. And I used to not really be one that really thought about human touch and so forth until that well ran dry, right? And then it struck me. We've had pandemics before, but not on this level, where the world pretty much stopped hugging for several weeks, right? And when you go back into the origins of the Homo sapien, and before then, the early, even earlier hominids, they always held each other. Before fire, you know, you're holding each other because, you know, tigers, saber-tooths, or whatever can see, you know, wild dogs, they can see you, smell you, and your senses just basically just hold each other, right? And so when you think about it, this had really been the first time in about 2.5 million years that we just put the pause on hugs and the human touch.
So far, we have collected over 6 hours of interview footage featuring our local artists, and as you can see, they've got a lot to say. If you would like to get involved in supporting, you can visit our website, clevelandrocksppf.org, and click on the Donations tab, where you can then choose to donate to the Wednesday Songs and Stages events or to the musicians directly through the Northeast Ohio Music Relief Fund. Be sure to keep up with us, as there is still one more event to go in this series. Today's event is October 28th with Jenna Fournier and LaToya Kent at the Happy Dog, and the final event is on November 25th, date pending, with Davidion, Pearl, and Austin Walken Kane at the Beachland Ballroom. We would like to take some time to thank a few of our sponsors: Evergreen Podcasts, Gotta Groove Records, Visible Voice, and the Ohio Arts Council. Once again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Just smack it. Yeah, that felt good, actually.